Hello, students. So, as you know, we are discussing about the unit number 6 computer programming, right? So, we have already discussed some basic concept in the live online classes. So, today we'll just revise those things for a bite and then we'll go on the depth of the concept. Okay, so in those classes only I told you some basic things about the computer. So see here, I have written what all the things I am going to discuss in today's class. So in the first point only I have written here that computers, the man-made minds, right? So I hope you will agree with me about this sentence, right? So because every person, every individual, every human being can think, right? And his brain only is the reason for all the things which are happening in this world, right? And that brain and that mind is made by God initially, right? But now this computer is can also be considered as one mind. It can also do the things as person do, as a human being do, even better than that, right? So I can say that these computers, these devices or this gadget is made by man only, and we can refer it as a man-made mind. But in last class only I told you that this cannot think. Computer can do any task, it can perform any multi-purpose task without wasting much time. In a fraction of second it can do, but it will do only the thing which his owner will command to it. It cannot think by its own, right? So it just do the things with the instructions given by the man. That's why I have written here man made mind. Whatever the man will instruct that computer to do, that it will do. And so let discuss some things about what this device is about, right? After that all these things we will continue. Okay, so nowadays you can think, you can conclude here over that, means you can say that computers have become the basic necessity. Means in today's world nobody can stay without computer or without any gadgets. They have become the basic necessity, right? So they have made the great inroads to everyone's day-to-day life and also in every person's thinking. They are immersed, every gadget, every computer, and they are used for all kind of the problem solvings. Okay, you can do any task by using the computers. You can solve any kind of the problem by using the computer, simply starting from addition to highly complex calculations. And computers are being used in every field, each and every field. It may be the research, it may be the engineering, it may be the satellite control, it may be the weather forecasting, anything. So everywhere they are using the computers. So these computers are have become the individual parts of our life, right? So literally I can say that there is no any field left without the use of computers, right? I hope you will agree with me. Therefore the it is necessary to learn about the computers, or it is necessary to work with the computers to make our tasks easily, right? So the curiosity about learning the computer, or the curiosity about understanding the concept of the computers is increasing day by day, right? That's why, means about the basics of the computer you have already learned as you are the degree students. So in your previous classes you have learned so many things, but this computer programming, why to study this computer programming, that we have to discuss now. Why it is so important. So before going to that, let me tell you that what exactly this computer is. In the live classes only I told you, but to just let revise the things, right? So I can say that this computer is just a machine, right? In such shape it is just one machine. This computer is just one machine, right? So but this machine, it is it is an electronic device. It is an electronic device. Computer is an electronic device. Why it is used? It is used to perform many tasks. Which tasks? Computational tasks, right? So we can define this. We can define this that the computer is an electronic device that is used to perform computational tasks. Understood? So this is what definition of the computers. Then why we should call it as a computer only? Why should we call this? Because this term computer is derived from one Latin word. The computer word is derived from one Latin word, and that word is compute. This is one Latin word, compute, which means to calculate. So the name computer is derived from the Latin word compute, which means to calculate or to manipulate. Therefore, we can say that computer is a calculation machine. Right? We can say that computer is one calculation machine. When the computer is designed for the first time, they used only for the calculations, only to do the arithmetic operations. They used the computer. You know it already. The person which is called as who is called as Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage, he is called as father of the computer because he invented the computer. So when Charles Babbage invented the computer, they used it only for the arithmetic operations. But nowadays, I can say that computer is everywhere. It is in use. It is used in the training, it is used in the agriculture, it is used in the management, medicine, business, media, entertainment, or also in the games also, or you can say in the colleges, in the banks, in the shops also. Nowadays in hotels and shops also they are using the computer. So nowadays its applications are at the very wide range, right? So we can say that the computers that we are using now in our daily life, they are what? Digital computers. Right? Digital computers means you think it whenever you will go to any shop or any coffee shop, right? So now it is a culture. It has become a culture that you won't give the money, you won't give the hard cash to the owner of that place. You will just transfer the money from one gadget to another gadget. Means what? This is digitalization. This is what? Digitalization. And this digitalization came from the digital computers only. That's why we mainly call the computers as the digital computers. Whatever the computers we are using nowadays are called as digital computers. So why they are called digital computers? Because they use numbers, or they use digits. They use digits like 0, 1, 9, 8, 76, like that. They use digits to represent any information and use this sequence of the numbers to process, right? That's why digital computers work on the principle of instructions given to them, right? About that instruction and the things I'll talk. But right now we are just discussing the basic things about the computer, right? And also when you go on thinking, means computers, okay madam, you're talking about computer and computer, but whenever I'll go to different places, the computers I see everywhere is not same. One computer I'm using, which I'll carry in my pocket. I'll carry it to any place. I'll carry it to college, I'll use it in home, I use it when I was sleeping. That is also computer. And some computer is more than the size of that. Some computer is in the form, it is not having any wire, but some computers, they are you connected with so many wires, so many gadgets. There is one big setup is there. So what is this all jumbling happening over there? So that is nothing but what? There are so many different types in the computer. So I can say it as there is some categories. There are some categories, categories of computer I can discuss categories or categorization of the computer. Okay, depending on their working principle, or depending on their size, or depending on their capacity of working, or depending on their storage also, computers have been divided. So basically computers are divided in three main parts, three main types. So first one is analog computers, second one is digital computers, and third one is hybrid computers. Okay, nowadays whatever the computers we are using here are all digital computers. So what do you mean by this all these types? Means analog computers, what they are used for? They are used to process the data in the sense what, whatever the bit of information you are given to the computer, or whatever the result you are expecting, that is termed as what, data. So these analog computers are used to process the data that occurs in continuous flow, such as temperature, pressure, or voltage, etc. Means continuously increasing or decreasing. So that continuous flow is studied by using the analog computers. And digital computers are used to process the alphanumeric and graphical data. Means now like any numbers they have given. Means let consider the census only, census. So in such year, in 2010 the census of the country is like this, in 2011 it is like this. So up to now 2010 to 2020 you can study it by using the graphical representation, like 2010 20 30, uh, like this 30 40 like this. So you can use it as a graph, graphically you can represent with respect to the numbers. In 2010 what was the census, in 2020 what was it, in 2030 what was it. So by using the alphanumeric numbers and the graphical representation, we will process the data here, that is digital computer. So hybrid computer means what, mix up of the both analog and digital computer. Okay, so just briefly introduction I am giving for you. Okay, so just to create the basis now. So now this digital computers whatever we are using, they are also divided in different types. Okay, so what are those different types? Means desktop computer is there. So whatever the computers you observe in the colleges or in the banks or in any workplaces, okay, that are called as what, desktop computers, right? And you are also having the notebook computers. Notebook computers means what? Notebook computer means, we call it as a, in short we call it as what, lappy. Understood? Laptop. So they are all called as what, notebook computers actually, but now we call it as a laptop now. And also we are having the tabs, tablets. Tab also we are having tablets, or we can say it as tablet PCs. Okay, and we are having what, handheld computers. They are called as what, smartphones. Means this smartphone is also one what, this is also a modified computer only na. So whatever you can do in the computer, that you can perform in the smartphone also, right? So these all computers we are using individually. Every person, means the individual persons can use such number of computers, such kind of computers. And also there are some different kinds also. This is for what, individual users. Means a single person can use a desktop, single person can use a laptop. At a time only one person can do his work on here, on laptop. At one time only one person can use one smartphone. These are for individual users. So for organizations, if we consider, there are network services, there are network servers are there. Okay, you know about this server, so many people can work at one server at a time, right? And also we are having mainframe computers. we are having mini computers, we are having supercomputers. So all these things are what so many numbers of people are using, means organization, one community is using these computers. So these are the computers for individual users, these are the computers for organizations. What? Network servers, mainframe computers, mini computers, and supercomputers. So these are for the organization. So these are what some kinds of computers, means you should not get confused about what all those gadgets are divided as. That's why I told you these things. So now how the computer works, basic, just understand the basic things how computer works. So it works in some several steps. How computer works, work of the computer, it works in several steps. So what are those steps? So what it will do, first, the very first thing it will do is accepting the data and the information from the user. Accepts. So whatever the data or whatever the information you give to the computer, that it will accept first, through what? Through the input devices. Means you will give the data or information to the computer by using what? Mouse or by using keypad, right? So this is what it will accept, the information and data given by using the input devices, right? So then after that, what it will do, whatever the data we give to that, it will store the data first, store the data and the information in its memory. It will store the data in its memory. Second thing. Third thing, what it will do, it will process the data. It will process the data. So there is one processing unit which is called as central processing unit. It will process the data, and after that it will display the processed data through the output devices. Output devices means what? Monitor is there, and a printer is there, scanner is there, they are the output devices. Understood? So in these four steps only computer works. So what it will do, first accept the data and information given by the user by using the input devices, and then it will store the given data and information in its memory. Then it will process that data, means whatever the task you are given to that computer, that task it will do, by using the central processing unit, CPU. And after that it will give the it will display the what? Results. It will display the processed data, whatever the thing it will process there, that it will display by using the output devices, right? So this is what how computer works. So here I had told you the basic information you should know about the computers. The basic information you should know about the computers I told you. Okay, so now by all this explanation you might conclude it here that yes, what computer is means, it is a box, it is a device, it is a machine. It will listen to us, it will do the work given to us, work given by us. It will just listen to us and it will do the work given by us, and it will give the result to us. Understood? So the basic thing, very basic thing, just consider that now here two persons are there, A and B, two persons are there. So A is you, means the user, you understood, and B is the computer. So if A want B to do his work, so A should tell his work to B, means A is what? User, you, yourself, and B is what? Computer. So you want computer to do your work, means what is the work? Okay, now work is what? Let give one work to computer. Okay, you want the computer to draw a diagram, draw a straight line on the screen. What you want? You are the user, you are sitting in front of the computer, okay, and you want the computer to draw a straight line on the screen. Understood? So what you have to do? You are sitting on the table, and the computer is there. So you want on the screen, what you want on the monitor, you want to see a straight line. Okay, so now you are sitting on the chair in front of the computer. Now, do you say to the computer that, hey computer, draw the straight line for me? Do you say it like this? And if you say it like this, does the computer can hear or it can understand your language? ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ लाईन ड्रॉ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ, और कंप्यूटर माझ्यासाठी एक लाइन ड्रॉ करून दे बाबा, और कंप्यूटर जी एक लाइन ड्रॉ करो. In any language if you can say it, does that computer understand your language? No, na. So computer, it is one device and you are a person. Your sequence is different, its sequence is different. So to tell computer work, you have to talk to it in its own word, in its own language. So to do work with the computer, we should have the language first. Understood? If you want the task to be done by the computer, you should understand its language first, right? Computer language, I can say. What? Computer language. So to communicate with the computer, you should know the computer language. Understood? So it is having so many languages are there, so many to talk with the computer or to communicate with the computer. What is there? Because you know already that from the span of the time, from so many years or so many time, we are using the computers for every task. It may be the scientific calculations, or it may be the any business processing. Understood? We want the applications of the computer, so we are using it in a very wide range. So it is further expanded to different fields of the applications. So based on the applications you are doing with the computer, means, or you are doing any calculation, or doing any data of the business, or anything, any application, what the application you are using, no, based on that application, different programming languages are developed. Programming language, I use the word programming language, means to do any work, that may be scientific calculation, that may be business data, that may be agriculture task, that may be weather forecasting, any task, any application you are expecting from the computer, no. So that you have to instruct to computer first. You have to give an order to it, because initially only I told you that computer is man-made mind. It cannot think it by itself. It is a dumb machine. It just obeys the order given by the its owner. So first you have to give the instructions to the computer. Understood? So that instructions only is called as what? Program. Whatever the instruction you give to the computer in its language, that is called as what? Program. And the person who is giving the instructions is called as the programmer. And the whatever the instructions you are giving to the computer is called as the program. And in which language you are giving the instructions is called as the programming language. Right? So based on the application you are expecting from the computer, there are so many programming languages were developed. For example, Fortran language is there. If you go for the MSc, you will study it in detail, or maybe you are studying it now only, CS students. Okay, Fortran is one programming language. It is developed for scientific calculations. Fortran programming, it is developed for what? Scientific calculations. And COBOL is one programming language. It is used for the business data. Or we are having also Pascal. Pascal is also there. Pascal language is used for the it is used for the general application. Or also we are having the LISP, or we are having the Prolog for the artificial intelligence. Like that, so many programming languages are there. So many programming languages are there based on the applications we are giving to the computers. Understood? So in such situation, in such means this much you understood, no? So in such situation, there was a need, there was a requirement of such programming language which would be used to develop both application programs and system programs. Means what I am saying means, the things are getting tough now. Okay, try to understand. Application program and system program means, now in your cell phone, camera is already present, right? Camera is already present, so that is what system program. Camera is what system program. Or what, speaker is already present, that is what system program. Phone making, or calling anyone, call is already present, that is system. Means by default, I can say by default, by default all these things are present over there. But if you any application means phone pay is what, it is one application, it is one app, that is not already present in your phone, on your cell. You should download it, that is application, no? Or also we can say PUBG, very nice example. PUBG, it is not already present, it is not a system program, it is a application program. Okay, so phone pay is also one program, no? Means phone pay is one way of sending money from one place to another place by using your phone. So blindly sitting in front of your phone and telling it to that send money to this person, do it send? Does it send? No, na. So you have to use one program there. So what is that program? Phone pay is the program used to transfer the money. Camera, to click the images. If you just sit in front of your phone and if you'll tell it to it just click my image and start giving the poses, do capture your images? No, na. So you have one program. Means you should instruct the computer first or instruct the phone first, so that instruction is nothing but camera, speaker, phones, or so all these are what, programs. But these are the system programs and these are the application programs. So this Fortran, COBOL, Pascal, Lisp, anything else there, na, they are all what, application programs. No any language was developed for the both system program and application program. So in this situation, there is a need, there is a requirement to develop such program which is used for both application programs and for system programs. So in that situation, the superhero came, and that is what, C program. That is what, C program, a new programming language, and this is developed to fulfill this need. What was the need? To develop both application programs and system programs. Any language was needed, so that need is fulfilled by the C programming language, a very new programming language. Understood? So from here C programming language came. So this C is a very high level language. It is used for both general purpose and specific purpose. Means generally also you can use it, or for any particular reason also you can use it. It is a very popular and common programming language for every application developer. Means if you anyone who developed PhonePe, anyone who developed PUBG, anyone who developed array which all the apps present in your phone, anyone who developed Arogya Setu app, or anyone who developed what that Amazon app. So all those software developers, all those program developers, they used C language only. They used C programming language only for every application developing. Understood? So from where this C language came? Means what is the history of the C language? So in 1972, in USA, At the Bell Telephone Laboratory, the scientist Dennis Rich, he developed the C programming language. Understood? So this is all about what? How C programming language generated. So we have to learn this language now. As you learnt English language, as you learnt Hindi, Marathi, Urdu, Tamil, Telugu, anything. So like this, you have to learn this C language now. So further, if you go, there is C++, Java is there. So all these are what? Programming languages used for both application programs and system programs. Understood? So these are the all highly modified programming languages. Understood? So before learning any programming language, you should go through some basics, right? Now when you are learning Kannada, you came through what? A, I, E, K, Ka, Ki, Ki. You came from those basics, no? When you are learning English, you came from first lipi, capital ABC. You came from second lipi, small letters ABC, then cursive letters, writing them, reading the spellings, right? You came from the basic things. So without those basics, you cannot learn writing or talking any language. So in the same way, to learn this C also, you should know some basics. You should know some preliminaries. Understood? So I'll go with the next concept of C programming preliminaries. What are the basic things to write any program? C programming preliminaries. Okay. So whatever the preliminaries I'm going to discuss now, to all the programming languages, they are preliminaries only, not only for C. So there comes means we are using this programming, or you are using this programming language to solve any problem, na? Means problem solving by the computer is our job now, which is not so simple, right? But it is a creative process. It means it can define how effective that computer is, or how is the mechanization developed in that computer, right? So this is an process which require more careful study, or more planning, or more what we can say, logic. We should know the logic to solve the problem by using the computer. So problem solving is not easy, it is a challenging work. Understood? So it is important to know different types of problem solving techniques by using the computers. Understood? So now, to solve the problems, some steps we have to follow. Means first step we have to follow is problem definition. You have to define the given problem first. Problem definition. Then problem definition. Define the problem first. Then analyze the problem. What they have given, what they have asked. Analysis of the problem is very necessary. Then start to design. Then coding. You done. Next, running the program. Run the program. Next, what you have to do? Debugging. And then you have to test it. Testing the program, and then do its documentations. Means to solve any problem by using the computer, by using the programming language, you have to follow all such steps. Understood? So for your syllabus, we are having only some preliminaries. Understood? Means for our C programming preliminaries, we have only 3 preliminaries. That is what? Problem defining and designing that situation. So we have totally 3 preliminaries. Okay, that is, first one is what? Problem. Okay, So now, in designing the program, we are having again two types, algorithm and flow chart. So they are our preliminaries. What is second one? Algorithm and flow chart. So this is the very important thing to start solving any problem by using the programming language or by using the computers. Okay, so what this problem means, what basically problem means, it is just one given statement which is given to you. Means the problem solver should always understand that means try to know what the thing they are given first. Try to know what the exact problem they have given. Thoroughly you should know it in terms of requirements. That is, what are the inputs, what are the outputs, or what we have to do, that you have to understand first. Like this is one a gap between the given thing and the means now the problem is what is 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 equal to what? This is now your problem. So how we can define problem means it is a gap between existing state and desired state. 2 plus 3 is already existing and you are desired to find the result. Understood? So this is a gap and this only is the problem, no? So this is a gap between existing state and the desired state. Understood? This is the problem. So in designing there are two types, algorithm and flowchart. Understood? So algorithm is nothing but what? It is a problem solving technique. Algorithm is a problem solving technique. How can we define algorithm? Means it is a step by step procedure. Algorithm is nothing but a step by step procedure to solve a particular problem. So it contains the statements. The statement will be in the English language only. Each statement is precise, means exact, means statement. So in this only you say what is 2 plus 3 equal to. So now you are writing it in terms of algorithm, means you will consider 2 and 3 plus first. So you will write the first sentence as read 2 and 3. Means you are giving the instruction to the computer, no? So the problem is this. So first line you tell to computer is read 2 and 3. This is in English only, na? Okay, then what you will do? The second thing is sum. You are adding sum 2 plus 3. You will write. This is the first step. This is the second step. You will tell the computer to add sum equal to 2 plus 3 is the second sentence you are writing. Understood? Then what computer will do? And what you want now? Print 2 plus 3. Means what is the answer of this thing? You give it to me. The output device will print and at the last stop the program. So this is one algorithm of this problem. This is one algorithm. So totally we are having 4 steps. Understood? So it is a step by step procedure to solve any problem and it is containing the English language sentences and the every step must be precise. Every step must be exact and well defined to perform one specific problem. Understood? So this is what algorithm. Okay, so we will study different examples of algorithm in the next class and we'll go for the flowchart also. Today's class I'll stop it here only and the next things I'll continue. So what all the things we discussed today, right? So what is computer? Why should we call it as a man-made mind? and language, what are the languages present to talk with the computer, and what are the some basic programming preliminaries. Understood? So in next class in depth again we'll study about the C programming. Okay, make your own notes before I give the whole note of the chapter. Okay, you should be prepared with your own prepared notes also. Okay, if you have any queries about today's class, you can contact me by any way. Understood? Okay, thank you.